the mean granny. Um, yeah, a lot of burning, a lot of like. I think she took 2 shots to the head. Um, and you like hacked into her back a couple of times when she was like kneeling down. Um,
It was quite the battle.
yeah. So you have emerged victorious, and with the um, with your foe defeated before you. Oh, she also stabbed Paul. Forgot about that. But I see he has a little shaken marker taking up his entire portrait here. Um, but yeah, we'll pick up here where you guys are standing inside of her weird little hut full of mushrooms and mysterious brews. And like the masks hanging from the ceiling and stuff. You sort of caught your breath after the fight, and taking stock of the situation.
I'm gonna use a healing talisman on myself here.
Oh yeah, because you actually took a wound, not from you.
A normal wound.
Well, it was kind of from yourself, right? Because it was because you smacked yourself back into the wall with your power.
I shook
Or no.
myself with that, and then she
stabbed you.
And then maybe she stabbed me, or it might
Yeah.
have been the tree guy.
Yeah. Well,
It was
either way. It was partially self-inflicted still. Yeah. So, Peter, you are?
Paul healed, or I healed Paul, both wounds, I believe, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I did.
You used the healing talisman that he was holding.
Yeah.
And I gotta give you guys bennies. Oop. Oop.
Oh, I see.
Alright,
Yeah, you're sharing your screen.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm gonna use that healing
it's the
talisman on
XSplit
myself.
camera problem. Like I can't have
Yeah, you have to remove the
Right.
camera from your XSplit
Right.
source.
That's it.
Healing talisman on the field.
All right.
You take the penalties to cast.
Nope.
Right? Oh, you don't. It's just
Nope.
cast.
It's just as the PowerPoints system.
Okay.
It's the advantage of
But you
talismans.
take wound penalties, right?
Yeah, you take all the other penalties, just not like the
Gotcha. And it was
no
shorted
PowerPoint
by-
spellcasting.
So that's another -1.
Oh, it's
Sure.
shorted? Here, just let me give you another talisman.
No, I have two. I
Too
just
late.
chose to short it.
Oh, okay.
And I got it with an 8.
Living dangerously.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 3 bennies.
Unnecessarily dangerous.
You got bennies to burn in the first minute of the session.
What is this? What is this crap I have?
Pull a Silas. Spend 3 bennies on pickpocketing your ally.
Or an Anya.
So what are
Really
these?
an Austin. They're big, pink, puffy shrooms. She put a couple of them like chopped up in the soup that Tara spilled.
I'm gonna put some in my satchel.
Okay. Yeah, they don't have any like obvious magical auras or anything.
I already put one in my satchel from the
Yep.
cave earlier.
Pink shroom.
Have the
This will work.
like root men? Are they still corpses or carcasses or?
They are roots. Broken.
Oh, do they still have
they-
the mask?
The masks are still there, yeah, on the ground.
Yeah.
Now there's just like a pile of roots sitting there.
Yeah. They kind of broke apart when they were killed, like the whatever magic was holding them together.
I'm gonna pick up one of those masks.
All right. Yeah, it's like I mentioned last time. It's made out of this sort of like enameled like ceramic material that when you so sort of like a smooth surface, and the face on the mask is this kind of like twisted grimace that's somewhere between pain and like grief or sorrow.
That sounds like that might be useful later. Put it in my satchel.
For grief and sorrow.
This is just like the collect all the weird shit game, I guess.
Well, mostly
Yeah,
because we're pirates, magical pirates. You don't think
We're
magic
definitely
pirates will
gonna
take
hang-
everything?
I'm definitely gonna hang up a couple of these in the captain's quarters.
I mean, that's what she was doing. Yeah, you like her decorations, just not her demeanor. There's also the chime staff that she had.
Oh yes, check that out. Let's
It's
try to bust this thing up.
yeah, it's got kind of a weird aura to it. You think it's magical, but like the magic coming from it is like what you see through your sight. It's like bound or like constrained or warped in some way that just seems kind of unnatural to you. Another thing is when you, I believe when Mr. Dibbs struck her down finally, he noticed that there was some like metallic, like something metallic underneath her skin or on her skin, broken open like on the back of her head, and you can actually see something like on her like abdomen near where like you carved Dawn's ire sort of like halfway through her lower torso. And you see something near where her spine is.
Hmm.
Can you see metal bits in the wound?
Do you want to look closer at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a little poke around.
Feel in there.
Yeah, so you kind of like move aside the bits of ragged cloth, and you see across her like shriveled, pale, like almost desiccated skin, you see there are these like filaments of silver that are like fused with her skin, and they form runic symbols that kind of like spiral along like the length of her spine, and you can see up by her head, like amidst her sort of like ragged hair, there are a couple of more symbols of a similar type.
She
What-
has
Some kind of like protective ward made from alchemy or some strange magical surgery, perhaps.
What's our friend Mr. Koro doing?
He's looking at the mushrooms, I think. It's like poking one of the really big ones over here.
I bet, Tara, I bet these masks would be interesting to inspect with whatever that spell is that lets you go back in time with the item.
Oh shit.
Yeah, probably. We'll see this whole witch stealing our tree. I bet.
Well, she didn't give off a magical aura, right?
No, she didn't register as a mage.
She's like an anti-mage.
Yeah.
That's
Do we know
my-
anything about- Can I make an occult roll to learn, see if I know anything about that kind of stuff?
Sure.
I don't.
Hmm.
All right.
That solves that.
Were there anti-mage forces in the Navy? that I
You
know
could make
of or had heard of.
an occult roll or a common knowledge roll.
That seems like something the Navy would have. I'm not that good at it. Ah. Nah, 3.
All right.
Better
Don't
than me.
remember. Not very prominent, if there were any.
Div, did you bring your sketchbook or your paper and charcoal?
Always.
Maybe we should draw like these runes that are on her body.
Yeah, all right.
I bet someone would find that useful or interesting.
Does she have like normal old lady skin?
It's like very dry and almost like it's like dry and tough and like sinewy, like she's made out of beef jerky.
Ew.
Ew.
Ooh, maybe Anson would like her.
But she tastes like beef jerky.
It
I
probably
don't know.
doesn't.
Do you want to go cannibal?
No,
Well,
for Ensign.
would eat her, not us.
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
No,
Although
yeah.
No, there's like silver wire in her skin. That would be bad to eat.
Yeah,
Also,
she's probably
she
not very
would-
healthy.
It probably would upset his digestion.
Yeah. He's probably eaten people before too, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of what he did. That was his training.
Can I tell what nationality she might have been?
She's very tall. Like almost 7 feet tall. It's
Does
just
she have
that she's got like
Damn,
a serious
yeah.
hunchback, so like her spine is like curved like back and down.
So she's like
almost.
she's a candy cane.
Do you remember those
Yeah.
books that we found in the first enlightened choir place that we were? Illustrious choir, is that it?
Oh God, how many? Immaculate choir.
The choir.
The Immaculate.
You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, at this point.
The choir boys.
I don't expect players to ever remember names of things. It's just a bonus when that happens sometimes.
Those cloaks that we got, they were just like plain wool dark gray cloaks, right?
Yep.
Is she wearing something similar?
Her clothing is like rags.
Be right back.
I
Grabbing a
mean,
drink.
it's like sort of it's not fancy, so it's similar in that regard.
Because those people were super tall, right?
They were, yes.
But so are Scala, and they're pretty tall.
It's
I
true.
think. Although to be like
Some of them can
a
be.
bajillion-year-old lady and be 7 foot tall, unhunched, it's a big.
Also, Scalan are not. They Scalan explorers definitely never made it this far south, at least to your knowledge.
That's what all those Federation textbooks tell you.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they came from here. Who knows?
They didn't talk about E clerics and
Well, yeah. The Scalan did discover Pangola first,
What?
but just the northern part. Okay, so anything else you guys want to do inside of this little knothole hut?
Can I take
Or
her
anything else
mask
you
off?
want to steal? Yeah, you can take her mask off.
Yeah, give me that. Definitely taking that one.
You can actually see her face in its entirety now, which is not pretty. She looks kind of like imagine if her face was made out of like wax and then it was like drawn too close to a fire. It's like melted and kind of mushy. and her eyes are still like open, and maybe it's just a coincidence, but when you take the mask off, they're staring right at you. These just sort of like dark pupils,
I feel like that's not.
bloodshot
follow me?
whites. No.
That's good. That's good news.
Anything else?
I don't know what the hell we're doing here. This is all above my head. My pay grade, my everything.
Well, this sort of
Answer
thing
for-
is... it's common to find things well above your pay grade when you go out this far off the beaten trail.
Mm.
What is our pay grade? Do we have a pay grade?
It's 2 more than everyone else.
No units, just 2.
Yep.
Is there... Can I rifle through her rags?
Yeah,
Does
search
she
her
have
pockets.
Or pouches?
She has pockets, yeah. There are a couple of like other little bells, and there's a small golden chain, kind of like a bracelet, in one of her pockets. She also has some long, sort of thin bones, like finger bones of some kind. Unmarked, but they're smooth, like they've been sort of just like handled a lot.
Oh, she a witch. She throwing them bones. I'm taking them for sure. Those are my bones now.
It was just a game that
I
she
take-
played. She just
I
rolled
take
the
all her bling.
They call her Tara, Master of Bones.
I'll take that bracelet too.
Alright, yep. It is traditional. The pirates defeat you and they take your bling.
Is it? Can
When-
I recognize the rune shape of her skin?
You could give me an occult roll.
Yeah. An 8.
They look like warding runes. So, possibly designed to grant magical resistance, and perhaps even resistance to physical damage, based off of how tough she was.
If I were an absolute sociopath, I would take her skin and make a coat.
Yep, that's
We need.
I'm
a
gonna
really
go-
good thing to do.
It sounds like we need one of those. We'd get some. We got a lot of practical items.
I was like, well, the runes are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to be
frickin'
super evil and just be willing
coat
to skin.
out of human skin.
We just need a guy that does that, and then we just,
If only I
hey,
were like a
we need you to do
really
something.
traditional evil pirate. Alas.
When she died, did this door open?
Nope, it is roots. That
Okay.
being said, it is not like super thick. You will be able to cut your way out of it. I'm not gonna make you roll for it or anything.
We have fire.
Like,
I'm gonna start cutting my way through it.
okay, well, if just Robin's doing it, it's gonna take a while.
I'll use Don's ire as well and cut through.
So, Robin, you start as they're finishing up over there, and you get like through a couple of the branches, and then
Yeah,
Mr. Dibs
yeah,
comes
sounds good.
over with Don's ire, and then makes a lot more progress.
Biting my tongue at him.
It was decent form. It just would have taken a while.
I mean, to be fair, I think I have a dagger.
Yeah, Don's ire is definitely superior to any weapon you have for this.
Do rune?
It's not that I'm better at it. It's just that they're vines. It's not hard. I just make it look easy.
Is the runic? Are runic symbols specific by culture? Like, would a rune of protection be different if a Federation mage created a new pattern, or are they universal? Is there a universal magical language?
There are both. Any language can theoretically be used to make magical runes or words or whatever. There is a segment about this in the that PDF about ritual magic. But the short of it is, the older the language, the more effective it is in magical rituals and things like this. Federation and Dracian people tend to use Old Artean as a rune language. Scalan use their own runes. There is also a universal rune, like magic, but it's a lot harder to. It's a lot less known, and generally more difficult to effectively utilize.
Do these runes spark any knowledge of where they may have originated?
Well, they're not Artean.
Okay.
Like most runes from Ethros would be. There are also
similarities to the languages were on those hides.
Does her hide look like those hides?
Yeah.
That was sort of like a pictograph type language. This is not really like that either. I don't imagine Tara has ever seen Universal Rune Script, but you're not sure what else this could be.
Well, we got sketches of them, right?
Of the
the runes on her body.
Should I roll?
Yes.
Should I roll perform, or are they good enough?
You could roll perform.
Ew,
they might be awful.
They might. No, they're not great. That's.
Can I roll a notice to see how terrible they are and make him redo it?
Sure. That's a crit.
Is it a crit fail?
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, they're not good.
Yeah, they're bad.
I got a 5 on my notice.
They're bad.
They're bad. Redo it.
They don't look like.
Can I? Or did I break all my chalk or something because of that?
No, you can redo it.
If you break chalk, you just have more pieces of chalk.
They're smaller though, so they'd be harder to use.
Where the crit fail is actually like better because it just makes it very evident that they
11.
They are not right.
Yeah, 11.
All right. Yeah. So you redo it, maybe with some grumbling because
and supervision.
Yeah, and it is much better this time.
Man,
you were kind of half-assing it before, just like it's about right.
Like it's runes. It doesn't matter. They all do the same thing, right? Man, I can't get a good light in here.
The bracelet, what does it look like? What is it depicting? Does it just seem like it was...
it's just a simple golden chain.
It's not magic?
Nope.
Okay.
It's pretty high quality looking gold.
No markings.
No markings though.
Can I wanna go in to the old lady. I wanna pop open that mouth. I'm gonna look in there and I'm gonna count her teeth.
Alright. She has all of her teeth.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, not entirely true. She has most of her teeth. Some of them are made out of gold. Specifically her inside, her canines. On top and bottom. You also notice, it's not like her tooth was removed and replaced with the golden tooth. It's like, because the root of the tooth is actually still made of bone, but the tip and the probably 2/3 of the tooth itself is made out of gold.
She's got Midas's lick.
That would get very hard to eat.
Cast smite on my dagger.
What was that?
I'm gonna cast smite on my dagger.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna take her teeth?
Well, they're gold, but also, why are your teeth made of gold? I don't think dental work is a thing. Are you kidding me? I'll throw a Benny at it, stupid one.
I mean, people probably get their teeth like replaced. I don't know when the practice of replacing teeth with like a gold tooth.
It would have been around this time, I think.
Yeah,
Then.
but definitely not like fused with a broken or chipped tooth. Like that's
Alright. I got that maxed out smite, and I'm gonna take her teeth. Just the gold ones.
all right. Yep, you can cut out her golden teeth without too much issue with the smited dagger.
How many teeth does she have?
4 of those, 2 on top, 2 on bottom.
I mean, total. Does she have a human number of
She has a
teeth?
human number of teeth. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a fair
Gotta be
question.
like,
Fair question.
I'm pretty sure she's human. I count her teeth. Oh, they're gold. I better take those.
Oh wait, why you got smite on your dagger? Didn't that sundial or whatever that was have gold inlays too?
It does.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
God, yes. I
All
bet
right.
the sound of a magically sharpened dagger tearing through
Ooh.
stone is just awful.
Yeah, like screaming, nails on a chalkboard up to 10. I imagine it's like the sound of trying to drill through like concrete or steel, just like, "Wah!"
Oh, like when one of those concrete saws.
Yeah,
That's. Well, I'm leaving.
maybe not quite as loud because it's not like a power tool.
I still don't care. It's annoying. I'm out of here.
Yeah. All right. Are you gonna pry off? I mean, it's gonna take a little bit to pry off every single like bit of gold inlay.
Really?
Are you committing to it?
Well, first, I'm gonna check the wound where Mr. Dib stabbed her through.
Yeah.
Wait, are you
I'm
talking?
gonna
So,
go in there.
are you taking time to get gold out of her mouth? Just cut her head off and let's go.
No, she already did. We already did that. We're
Oh.
getting the gold out of the sundial.
The sundial.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
I took her teeth,
Gotcha. Continue, but I'm still leaving.
but now I want to check if all of her bones have gold.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna go
god.
in that stab wound.
If someone's
So you're gonna-
Wolverined her with gold?
You're gonna
Well,
start.
yeah. If her entire
playing-
skeleton is like half gold, I want her bones,
Okay.
and not for my normal reasons. Oh,
Yeah.
I bet those would make awesome talismans.
Oh man. So right back to your normal reasons.
And the circle is.
It did not take long.
But yeah, I'm gonna do a little surgery. I'm gonna see if I can look at
Okay,
her bones.
give me a healing roll or survival. This you're not. Yeah,
Can I
you're
assist?
butchering her.
Can I assist with healing?
If you want to, sure. So Robin and Tara are going to begin mutilating the corpse.
I gave you +1.
Yes, I got a 6.
Kalaman will join you going outside, Mr. Dibbs. So your total was 6?
Yep.
Okay. So you like slice open her skin to try and just look at a couple of her bones, see if there's any gold in them. You don't see any. What bones would you be going for?
Well,
Like
where was the
spine?
stab wound?
By her spine.
And
in
did
the
it
back.
go all the way through?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna check a few vertebrae, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna check on the other side. I'm gonna see if I can see the tips of her ribs, because the teeth were gold, right?
Yep, the tip of the teeth.
So I'm gonna check the tips of her ribs.
Okay. So no golds on either of those places.
I'm gonna counter vertebrae.
Do you know how many vertebrae a human has?
No.
She has an amount of vertebrae. Yeah, you don't see any. You cut her up in a couple of places, and you don't see any gold on the rest of her bones.
We should bring this body back and have the good doctor do a dissection.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
He'd
he
probably
would
enjoy
actually know. He'd actually be
Be a little
like,
more
"Yeah,
thorough."
this is super weird." Also, why is her skin like beef jerky?
Right.
Is this
Questions.
possible?
that is probably something that you were able to determine during your little dissection. Is like, okay, this is weird enough that something's going on here, but I'm not really sure what exactly.
Have an actual
Oh.
doctor look at it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, do you want to have her? You gonna drag her back with you?
After I cut the gold out of the stone.
Okay, so you're there for like another hour or so.
I'll help
You
out
do
with
Actually,
get.
how big is this little altar?
It's about as big as it is there. So, like, one square. It's like 3 feet in diameter.
So it would be pretty heavy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just cut the gold out.
Yeah. I mean, you get a decent amount of gold. 1 3-foot diameter sundial worth of gold.
There you go.
What's the going rate for 1 3-foot diameter sundial's worth of gold these days?
You're not sure. Not sure. Yeah. I mean, you probably want to have it like melted down into bars, like as it is right now. It's just like a bunch of little bent
What-
symbols.
What's the weight, roughly? We're talking ounces or
Come on,
pounds?
Ben.
I don't know.
You held a lot of gold, right?
Maybe like a pound of gold in total.
Okay, that's a decent amount. Worth the hour.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll say 1 pound.
My hourly rate for this gold, this sundial gold.
Now cast fly on us so we get the hell out of here.
I've
I
had
do-
fly this whole time.
I think you dropped it.
Yeah, you definitely dropped it during.
I dropped detect magic.
You didn't drop fly. Okay.
In
Did
case
you
had to
roll-
get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's fair.
The not drop it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you killed the only thing animate on this island, so you should be okay.
I mean, didn't one of our dudes see something in the woods? Did we ever figure out what that was?
Probably damn timber stealing witch.
Are you going to go back out through the woods, or are you gonna fly up over the canopy and go back that way?
What time is it?
You came in the morning, so probably like noon.
Oh, we have time for another encounter.
We can go through the woods and
Okay.
see what
So I'm gonna go back to the world map now.
Is your ability to carry things while flying just the same as
Yep.
normal? Okay. So, Mr. Dibbs, you got this old lady?
Yeah, I got her.
She's not light, for
She's
sure.
7 foot tall. So no,
Yeah.
she wouldn't be.
And she has some amount of metal in her body.
Yep.
All right, so
There
you
go.
you fly back through the trees. They are still in quiet on your return journey, and yeah, you return to the ship without incident. You get a couple of looks from the crew as Mr. Dibbs lugs this like twisted, gnarled old woman who's been like partially vivisected.
I'm gonna look and be like, really? This is what's weird?
I mean,
Come back onto the ship with?
The fact that they don't comment on this at all, they just kind of look at you sort of weird, is telling.
Yeah.
It's probably not. I feel like it's not the weirdest thing you guys have brought back. Although it's probably one of the more gross one things. I mean, you brought like a flaming inverted eel
Yeah, that thing was awesome.
one time.
I think 2 of them.
Yeah.
The eel socks.
The eel sucks. All right, so you're gonna bring the witch's body to Dr. Finch
Yeah.
to have him give it an autopsy. All right, so he says, "Oh my word! Well, this is quite a specimen. Well, where did you find this person, creature?"
She was
Person creature,
living in-
perfect. Apt description.
She was living in a root system in the middle of the woods on this island. We thought you could dig into her a bit and see why she is so weird.
Oh, certainly. I'm guessing that you want me to find out a little more than cause of death, because I can tell you that right now.
Stab wound through the back. Yeah.
Don't forget the
We-
fire.
And fire. We mildly suspect she might not be human.
Oh, well, let us have a look-see here. Haven't operated very much on non-humans, but I have a fairly good idea of what the inside of a human is like, so...
Also, heads up, I took all her canines and I dug into the wound a little bit. Sorry.
Yes, well... Not the best work, but not terrible.
I know you're not a dentist.
Assuming that you are not planning on saving the patient.
I'll hand him the 4 gold teeth to
Oh, well, that's fascinating.
complete the package.
He kind of examines the teeth. It's like, it appears as if this gold... It's almost as if it's part of the bone. That's remarkable. I have heard, of course, of tooth replacements. As you said, I'm not a dentist. So I'm a little bit more versatile than that. But, very interesting. Let's see what else we have here.
I don't think dentists existed on Earth until far later.
Yeah. I think you're probably right. It was just like the doctor.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, yep, well,
Like
you got sick.
insane
You got a tooth,
spread
I'll
of
just
people
get my
willing
pliers,
to-
rip that out. Yeah, so he does the autopsy. Takes a couple of hours. He takes his time. He just sort of like mutters and rambles the entire time. Oh, it's a tough old crow. What do we have here? That sort of thing. At the end, first off, he does find a couple more bones that are like fused with gold. They are her fingertips are all gold.
I was gonna go to her fingertips next, not gonna lie. I was like, I don't want to deglove her fingertips, but I bet they're gold.
Yep, the tips of her fingers, like not very much, probably like half of the first like link of her finger, whatever you call it. And then there's like a line of gold down one of her forearm bones. That is all.
I'm gonna ask him to take those for me.
Yep, he will extract those bones.
Give her rubber arms.
Yeah, ooh, gross. I mean, this body is like it's fully ripped to pieces. It's fully autopsied, I will say. Other than that, her internal organs are the same as a human. The only thing of note is that like in it, her internal tissue is just as like hard and sinewy as her skin, which is something that Dr. Finch assures you is not normal or healthy. It's like she was somehow dried out and like preserved almost.
You know those little packets of desiccant that you get in like shoes? That's why they say do not eat.
Yeah, because
As a kid, she was just shoveling those down.
Yeah.
we nailed it.
Which
She's a human
I
with
mean,
irresponsible parents.
it's obviously she is like looks horrifyingly old, but she seemed to be in pretty good like physical health.
Is there a way to determine the age of a person by like certain bones?
I don't know.
Can't you do like compression of the spine?
I don't know. One thing.
Does Dr. Finch know?
He's actually a paleontologist.
Dr. Finch, he does not
Dr.
know
Finch is
exactly how old she is based off of this. She appears to be quite old, but she doesn't have any of the like signs, like health symptoms of being old. Like she has no tumors, no like liver spots or anything like that. Her bones are, her hair is kind of gray and patchy. Visually, the aspects of age are there, but in terms of like body health, she is better than most people are in their prime. Like her bones are strong and good.
She's got them beef jerky organs.
Yep.
God, I bet Ensign would eat her. I'm not gonna feed her. I'm not gonna feed her to him, but Ensign would eat her.
Ensign would eat most people.
He's a dog. He might be like, no. It was weird.
Yeah, you might smell the weird in
He
there.
might smell the rot like he did on our ship.
Right.
Or the anti-rot, I guess.
Yeah.
So, how far is
synthetic preservatives?
What's the progress on our ship?
At this point, you've got like I think 2 days left before you are able to unbeach her and get going.
On the map there's like a lake? Did we see anything like that?
Yeah, you saw they're like there are a couple of sort of lakes that pool out from the center. And I would say you probably would have noticed this when you were leaving. The fresh water from all those lakes comes from like it flows from underneath the knot hole in the center of the forest. So underneath where her hut was, or is rather. But yeah, the lakes themselves, you didn't go. You flew over them, but that's about it. They look like shallow lakes.
We had just like a couple more days left before we think we'll be done. We
2
should
days.
go check out the water.
I said, do we want to bring people and replenish whatever fresh water we can?
Either that, or the water was part of what made her beef jerky and kept her alive. What has she been eating? Fucking mushrooms for however many years?
It's the secret to long life.
Just eats these pink ass mushrooms.
Mushroom diet.
This island is the fountain of youth. And death, apparently.
Found the beef jerky.
Yeah,
I
sure.
wonder if we'll find any street meat vendors here. If it's the fountain of beef jerky.
We are the street meat.
Ah, we are
Go see
now.
Dr. Finch.
Yep. We are. We'll make a monopoly here. We'll
This
just
is
wait.
people.
We'll just wait for sailors to get shanghaied.
We actually literally hunted this island bear.
Yep. There's nothing left. Wait, there's
No.
a bear on this island.
No, bear is in
I
like
know.
barren.
I know. All right.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna go check out the lake on another one of the days you're here. It's not actually too far of a walk from the ship, or at least like the tip of this larger lake. It's like 5 miles, so good workout. You get over there. What do you want to do? Just like examine the water, see what's up. There are no fish or animals in it. Frogs, mosquitoes.
That implies that something's up in the water.
I mean, there's nothing, no animal life or insect life anywhere on this island.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's no fish either. I swam for a couple miles. There's nothing. We are alone on this island. We need to get off as soon as we can.
Can you?
No, like coconuts. No nothing. No, like growing.
No, I mean there are trees.
No,
but
I know,
they're
that's what I
not,
mean, like-
palm trees.
That's what I mean. Like there's no vegetation that has any edible items either.
I mean, no fruits or nuts.
Right. Okay.
What do you
The-
think
the
would
bark.
happen if we cut down a tree?
It would fall.
Put just like a cannonball nearby, and then came back later. Do you think the cannonball would still be there?
Probably.
And you think we could cast read object on the cannonball?
And see what it saw.
See what happened to the tree? Little security camera. Catch the package thief stealing our tree.
I think we just make a glitter bomb tree.
That's
feel
the
like-
one where the tree just is filled with gunpowder, right?
Now, I'm all for
Burn
catching.
down the island before we leave.
Yeah,
This island's creepy, man.
Burn it down.
I'm all for burning or catching our tree thieves.
We could shame them on Pirate Book.
Mm-hmm. But how much energy or effort do we want to invest in that, or do you just want to repair it and go?
I don't want to use a read object
Mm-hmm.
casting to determine who's stealing
Yeah,
the tree we cut down for free.
I think we can just repair our shit and go.
But we're at the lake right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna drink some water.
It is fresh water, pure. It tastes very clear.
Good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
We should come back tomorrow, assuming I feel good, and get some fresh water.
We don't have much of that, do we?
Although, come to think of it, I can just purify water.
Yeah, you
Can
can
you?
purify salt water with.
Well,
water
let's just
manipulation.
do that whenever we want.
Just pull the salt out. Or
I
pull
kind
the
of want to
water
take
out
a
of the
barrel
salt.
in case this water is like weird and magical, though.
Well, if it's weird and magical, we can just get a little bit of it, and then Dibs can do his song business and make us all the barrels we want.
What if it's like
Or does that only work for
like
mundane
meth,
liquids?
just like it explodes?
At the moment, I
Magic
think
is crazy.
it only
It
works,
only works with
for booze.
mundane liquids,
Yeah.
and yeah, specifically booze.
No, then we need a barrel.
What if we made
Also,
booze
like-
out of this magical water?
What if we made what?
Booze.
Holy shit!
Booze
What
out
if we
of
made
this?
booze
Oh,
using this
I see.
water?
Yeah, I see.
What if we
Be
just
like
open,
Coors, but 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
what if we just open a tavern on this island?
Why don't we just again? Yeah, that means we have to stay here.
On the
though.
island
with nothing.
that like the natural forces contrive to make people avoid.
Yeah.
Oh
Seems
my
like a
God.
great place to open a tavern.
Dude, what if instead when we came here, instead of a witch, there was a pub?
Oh, yep, that would have been much better. We would have definitely sat down and had whatever she was serving.
Give me all your soup. I don't
Yeah,
care.
give me that fucking gruel. Whatever. What? I can't
I
remember.
just make a note here.
All right, if I want certain death upon my players, just put a pub in place of my.
Players will drink at Mysterious Tavern, no matter where it is.
Middle of a dungeon, tavern, done.
That's good.
All right, I'll
okay.
fill like 3 flasks with this water then.
Okay.
'Cause I
Yeah, I
have-
mean, if you
Oh,
want to,
my
you
bad.
can get a barrel of this water. You have barrels
All right,
of the
we'll,
ship.
we'll just go back and get it. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
it's not a huge deal. You guys have time.
I'll write it down. Fucking magic pond water.
Yeah.
All right, Magic Pond water. Yeah. Tara, go ahead and give me a vigor roll.
Yeah.
To not grow a third
Oh
breast.
yeah, double sixes. Let's keep this train rolling. I got a 12. Or no, sorry.
All right. Sounds good. You feel no different in the coming days.
Are my canines? Are they gold? Feel like beef jerky.
No, Ensign is
No.
still the same color he was.
Ensign is just like salivating. Sniffing my leg.
Salty. I mean, he probably does do that because you probably are salty all the time. Being
You're a
on
salty
ship.
sea dog.
Yep. Well, that's what ensign is.
Right.
Uh,
I had to move over. There's too much white on that side. This camera picks up light like crazy.
Can't
All right,
make it look like a sheet of paper.
Mhm.
okay, so anything else you guys want to do on the island before your ship is repaired?
No. There's nothing here to do. You're asking us to find something. What do we? All right.
I don't know. You want to make a sandcastle?
Yes.
Maybe like relax. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Just chill a little bit.
I am going to build a sandcastle, and it's gonna be
Okay.
glorious.
Roll
I'm gonna-
perform.
That's what it is. Done. All right.
I'm
Watch
gonna
this.
turn those teeth. I'm gonna turn those teeth into a bone talisman.
9.
9.
Mm-hmm.
It's a damn good sandcastle.
All right. And I draw a perimeter around it, and I take out my guns.
We'll shoot anyone who goes across that line.
Yep. I'm watching too. I sit back in a little stool.
The statement is clear.
Yep. I bring down a stool, and I just sit there and play a song with my guns on my lap.
And,
Persuade everybody.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you want to make
Yeah.
a bone talisman out of those golden teeth?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say they probably like 150, like a major bone talisman for 2 teeth. Just like sort of tie them together in a little thing and maybe carve a little bit on them.
I'll do that.
Hang them from a little string.
Where are we now? I haven't gone back to the actual map in a while.
I'll just make one then.
We are down here. Holy crap, we are very far down.
Yep.
We are at the edge of civilization as we know it. Or
You're beyond
charted.
the edge.
I meant like charted, yeah. We're charting new waters right now.
Yep. Nobody, to your knowledge, has been on this island for a long time because you had to force yourself in here.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Like an
Krusty on the island?
like an unwanted relative.
It is not on the map. If you look at the map, you are off the map.
Yeah, we never. This is the only island that wasn't on it. Let's see the map.
This like group of
Yeah.
islands, at least I guess.
Yeah, the one to the east is the next one. The one with that
Yeah,
little group of trees. Not the little sandy one, but
The 4 trees and the X.
Yep. And that's I kind of want to go there because everyone's saying don't go there, and we didn't see any Colossus. I'm a little upset, disappointed.
Well,
Well, you skipped that part.
Well, we didn't like skip it. The wind made us.
No, I mean you consciously decided to go this way.
Oh, okay. Which
well,
so
by force, we needed to get the hell onto land.
yeah. So the Colossus
gone
is
to
right
the
here.
foot.
The Colossus is like right here. Yeah. So
I mean, that's just like a day out of our, not even a day out of our way.
unless the winds
Half a
don't let
day.
us go there.
Well, yeah, that is what you have to deal with now. Okay, so after you finish repairing the ship, it takes another 8 hours to haul the ship back out into the water. By that time, it is nightfall, and you most of the crew is pretty tired from working on the vessel for a while, and hauling it back into the water. But those who are not on the night shift take a well-earned rest aboard the ship. And Tara, would you like to? Where are you guys headed now? I guess.
Well, do we want to go to the Colossus now or hit it on the way back?
Do what now?
Do we want to head northeast towards where we think the Colossus is? Do we want to head to the lighthouse?
I'd say on the way back. Let's get to the Misty Isle.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we'll go for this gap here.
Okay.
Mhm.
This is
You
this
go.
is the island that we were warned of, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of like this entire voyage we were warned of.
We could go around this way.
Just skip all the things on the map.
Is it the same? I think it was. Was it Q or space? You can go that way again. Oh, okay.
Oh, this is actually quite a bit longer.
Yeah, you got to go around the whole still island.
You know, it'd be faster if our ship could fly.
Right.
Well, then we could just fly up. But we'd lose like a day for me casting that ritual. Also, the weather is funky around this place. I don't want to fly our ship to the first
Oh.
time.
It might just slam us right
Okay,
back
well, that's-
down. Just magic spike us.
Fuck your flying
Well,
ship.
like, the weather tried to push us away from the island, right? So
Yeah.
does it try to push us straight up?
Who knows?
Suddenly we're just like, oh god!
And then space.
We're back to space pirates. Damn it! How'd this happen?
I mean, we determined that air protection is what we'd use to survive in space, right?
Well, and heat protection,
Yeah.
and
It would take a while.
radiation is a thing that you don't know exists.
That's
Well,
not
that
our
means
element.
it doesn't
That's gotta
exist.
be fire, right?
Radiation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, according to Siren, it's a whole separate energy.
Yep.
The fifth
He-
element. Okay.
He's a space wizard.
As well as-
All right. So where's the course
the eastern. This one.
heading that way? Okay, and you're
Yep.
gonna go down through this and cut straight over to the isle.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
made sure that we got rid of all the blight, right? And there's none left on this island.
Yes.
So
You
that
you
we're not back
burned
to, like a blight island.
you burned all of the blight.
Mr. Dibs has a jar.
Yeah.
a little bit in it.
I have a
As long as
jar.
That's true. A little blight twig.
A little blight twig.
For the Cardinal's house, if I remember correctly.
Right. And then
Yeah,
after
if
it
you're planning on using
transforms,
that as a bioweapon.
then after it transforms and does its dirty work, we'll just burn it down with the